Hello everyone, this is just a quick overview of the brain, the parts of the brain. So here we have a model from brainfacts.org. So it's a very nice model. So we can see over here, so at the beginning of the brain we have the frontal lobe. The frontal lobe is responsible for the decision making. It's the last thing to form in a person, and it peaks at the age of 25, and it's the first thing that declines in the brain. And it's responsible for decision making. That's why a lot of teenagers have poor decision making. Why? Because this part of their brain is still not developed yet. If we go to the back, we have the occipital lobe. The occipital lobe is responsible for vision. It also connects to the optic nerve. Optic nerve is the second cranial nerve and responsible for vision, for carrying the signals that we see into the occipital lobe, which is at the back, where it can be processed, and then we can see the image. Here, just above the ears, we have the temporal lobe. And the temporal lobe is responsible for hearing. It also has a lot of integrations with the other parts of the brain. On top here, we have the parietal lobe. The parietal lobe is responsible for movement. Okay, so it has the motor cortex attached to it. So it's not clear here, but it's somewhere up here. Okay, and it is responsible for the movement. Okay. Also in the brain, you can see we have stuff that are called gyrus and sulci, right? Sulci and gyri. So the sulci is the cuts in the brain, and the gyri are the big bulky things that we can see over here. Okay. Another very important part of the brain is this one right over here. Okay, so this is the medulla oblongata. Now this it's one of the first things that develops in the brain, and embryologically it's important because it's responsible for heartbeat and breathing. So it's one of the first things that develop in the brain. Another important aspect of the brain is right over here. So this is the cerebellum. The cerebellum is known to be involved in balance. It's also involved in procedural memory, so it's memory of doing things. For example, driving or riding a bike. You don't think of this, but it's procedural memory that you've developed. But it's also, some research suggests that it has a lot of integration with different parts of the brain. So it can also be involved in decision making, but it has little involvement in the occipital lobe, which is in vision. Okay. So I hope this helps. That's just a quick overview. We can also do future videos about the brain, delve deep into different functions and the parts of the brain. Thanks so much and have a good day.